Burkina Faso is making a bold and historic move, a leap that could change not only its energy landscape, but the future of energy in Africa. With the launch of its first national nuclear agency, the West African nation is stepping into the world of atomic energy with confidence, clarity, and purpose. This is not just about power generation. This is about sovereignty, development, and unlocking a new era of African leadership. The center of this movement is Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso has gone from a country plagued by energy shortages to a rising symbol of innovation and resilience. The creation of a nuclear agency under Traoré's guidance marks a strategic pivot, one that recognizes that access to reliable and clean energy is the bedrock of true independence. Electricity access in Burkina Faso remains among the lowest in the world. Only about 25% of the population has consistent access, and rural areas fare even worse. For years, development has been hampered by an unreliable grid, over-reliance on costly fossil fuels, and drought-sensitive hydroelectric power. But now, Traoré is flipping the script. The new nuclear agency has been tasked with building this future, partnering with global experts, training a new generation of engineers, and ensuring strict adherence to safety standards. This is not symbolic. It's a structural shift. One of the most powerful moments came earlier this year when Burkina Faso signed a landmark agreement with Rosatom, Russia's state nuclear giant. The deal includes plans for nuclear power plants, research reactors, and long-term cooperation. For many, this marks the final step in a larger framework that Traoré has quietly built over the past year, one that includes not only energy infrastructure, but a new vision for economic and regional power. Minister of Energy Yakuba Zabargauba confirmed the partnership during a public interview, emphasizing that the agreement will help diversify the country's energy sources. And it's happening fast. While other nations are still debating the future of nuclear, Burkina Faso is already moving to build it, and this move is not happening in isolation. Traoré's government is simultaneously negotiating with the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, to ensure regulatory compliance, safety standards, and international oversight. The agency is designed to follow best practices from countries like France and Canada, with inspectorates, licensing divisions, and emergency preparedness units already being developed. But what makes this plan revolutionary is not just the reactors, it's the human capital being developed behind them. Burkina Faso has launched scholarship programs sending students to top universities in France, South Korea, and Canada to study nuclear engineering, medical physics, and radiochemistry. Vocational training centers are being opened in Ouagadougou and Bobo Dioulasso, providing programs in nuclear instrumentation, cybersecurity, waste management, and reactor maintenance. In short, Traoré is building a complete nuclear ecosystem, rooted in local expertise and backed by global partnerships. Beyond national borders, Traoré's vision has regional implications. Neighboring countries like Mali, Niger, and Ghana are watching closely. Energy access across the Sahel varies widely, Niger at 20%, Mali at 44%, and Ghana, although higher at 89%, still struggles with demand surges. A nuclear-powered Burkina Faso could become an electricity hub, exporting surplus energy across national lines and catalyzing the creation of regional grids. Imagine a future where Burkina Faso powers health clinics in Niger, industrial parks in Mali, or agricultural processing in northern Ghana. Traoré's vision isn't just national, it's Pan-African. But let's be clear, this is also a geopolitical play. As Western influence wanes in Francophone Africa, countries like Burkina Faso are pivoting toward alternative alliances. Traoré has expelled French military forces, strengthened ties with Russia, and expanded cooperation with other non-Western powers. The nuclear partnership with Rosatom is part of this realignment, part of a broader effort to reclaim sovereignty in development, security, and infrastructure. Russia, for its part, is expanding its nuclear footprint across Africa. In addition to Burkina Faso, Moscow has signed similar deals with Egypt, Rwanda, Mali, South Africa, and Sudan. With these agreements come financing, technical training, and construction expertise, attractive packages for countries long neglected by Western investment. But for Traoré, nuclear is more than power politics. It's about jobs, skills, and economic transformation. Nuclear energy requires a workforce of thousands, from reactor technicians and civil engineers to cybersecurity experts and lab scientists. Already, local industries are aligning with the anticipated demand. Steel fabricators, cement producers, and logistics providers are preparing to service the construction of nuclear plants. Small businesses around future reactor sites are booming, catering to plant workers with housing, food, and transport. This isn't just energy. It's an economic catalyst. To fund this transformation, Traoré has unveiled a robust financing plan. In March 2025, Burkina Faso issued a $500 million sovereign green bond, earmarked for nuclear infrastructure, training hubs, and safety systems. This was made possible by the country's improved fiscal performance. Debt to GDP has dropped from 51% in 2023 to 46% in 2025. Thanks to mining revenue reforms and fiscal discipline. In addition, the nuclear agency is securing concessional loans from the African Development Bank and Afrexim Bank, with interest rates as low as 2% in tenors of 20 years. Meanwhile, international companies from Russia and South Korea are entering public-private partnerships, co-investing in modular reactor deployment under build-operate-transfer arrangements. With this diversified financing model, Traoré is ensuring the program's long-term viability, protecting it from political instability or donor fatigue. But nuclear energy brings more than just electricity. Under Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso is also exploring peaceful nuclear applications in healthcare and agriculture. In hospitals, nuclear medicine is being introduced to diagnose cancers, heart diseases, and other critical conditions. Through partnerships with the IAEA's PAC program, the government is training radiologists, installing isotope labs, and integrating nuclear medicine into university curricula. In agriculture, radiation techniques are being used to preserve grains like rice, millet, and sorghum, extending shelf life, reducing pesticide use, and improving food security. Nuclear tracers are helping scientists study soil composition and optimize fertilizer use. Early results show 20% improvements in nitrogen efficiency, transformative gains for smallholder farmers. The agency is also introducing certification systems for irradiated foods, allowing Burkinabe products to reach regional and international markets with higher safety and quality standards. By weaving nuclear technology into healthcare and agriculture, Traoré is ensuring the benefits of atomic science are felt far beyond the power plant. Of course, safety remains a top concern. Critics of nuclear power often cite risks of radiation, accidents, and mismanagement. But here again, Traoré is ahead of the curve. The agency is modeled after international gold standards, and IAEA teams are already scheduled for inspection visits. Community drills, emergency simulations, and educational campaigns are underway. Radiological monitoring stations are being installed, and public information sessions are held monthly. Most importantly, the government is including citizens in the process. Interactive town halls, local reference panels, and open forums are giving people a voice. Journalists are being trained to cover nuclear topics responsibly. Schools are holding nuclear innovation challenges where students compete to apply isotopes in real-world solutions, be it medical diagnostics or food safety. This is how you build public trust, by turning fear into participation. And all of this ties back into Burkina Faso's broader clean energy strategy. The country is not abandoning solar or wind, it's integrating them. Nuclear, in Traoré's model, is the stable base that supports intermittent renewables. Under his plan, modular reactors will feed central grids, while solar microgrids continue to serve off-grid rural areas. This hybrid system ensures consistent supply and enables deeper renewable penetration. It's not either or, it's both. In fact, nuclear's low-carbon footprint is attracting climate finance. Traoré's government is tapping into green bond markets and carbon funds. These funds, in turn, are financing solar water pumps, irrigation systems, and climate-smart agriculture. In this way, the nuclear agency is not just about energy security, it's a climate accelerator. So where does this leave us? Burkina Faso's nuclear journey is just beginning. There are massive challenges ahead: safety, financing, public perception. But what sets this moment apart is the clarity of purpose. Under Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso is not just adopting nuclear, it is owning it. With a national agency, international backing, and grassroots engagement, the country is laying the foundation for a clean energy future. It is investing in its youth, uplifting its farmers, empowering its doctors, and building the infrastructure for industrial growth. The world is watching. The region is watching. And maybe, just maybe, this small West African country could become a continental pioneer. Is this the beginning of Africa's nuclear era? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into Africa's rising future.